problem, so I'm going to write towards that end.
Yeah, this book came out because I realized like life often just happens to us. It just happens. And it's not necessarily the fault of anybody. Life just happens. And before you know it, you're like, man, this is not the life that I actually had planned for. So I'm definitely not trying to be a guru, try to be a hyper inspirational type of person. But I'm like, in those moments where you feel like, man, something's kind of gone off drift, even if it's like 1%, over time, that 1% becomes a huge distance from where you want it to go. Or others, they may not know exactly which direction to go. They just kind of know the general zip code they want to go towards, but it's a long journey there. And so the book was designed really, at least for three different types of seasons or phases in one's life. The first is called Spark. And so these are for people who feel like there's something on the horizon, but they don't know exactly what. And they want to achieve some level of purpose. And this is where, I resonated with your work because the mindset in that phase has all to do with curiosity. So there's a lot of research around the brain and curiosity, the benefits of it, the how curiosity kind of dies as people get older or into their new positions at work. And so there's some really interesting work around the work of curiosity. So if you get to a place where you feel like there's a general sense of purpose and direction, that goes to the kind of second phase of the book, which is called Actualize. And it's all about what I said earlier, is like, how do you go from some type of passion or sense of direction to proving your concept and moving it to a proof of value, so that when you walk into the room, maybe everyone's still insecure, but you can have a little bit more confidence, not because you hope to have confidence, but because you did the work.
Yeah.
That you have proof of value when you enter the room and you know what the engagement's going to be like. You know what you're bringing to the table. And third phase is really, I'm super excited about, is those who have maybe tasted some success, have some level of confidence, they're creating impact in the world, and it's called influence. And it has to do with how do you steward your relationships, your resources, your finances, and create this type of impact that ultimately builds towards a meaningful legacy in one's life.